it's Alyssa. Welcome to my channel. Today is Vlogmas, day 1. Yay. I'm gonna be honest straight from the start, I am just not really a big fan of Christmas anymore. So to everyone who comes like every single year and is like, I like wait for your Christmas videos and like I love your Christmas videos, I really love that for you. I do. I make them just for you guys, honestly, because like I said, I don't really like Christmas. I find them to be like extremely stressful, and I feel like everybody gets really mean around the holidays, and I'm just not really a fan of it. But I am still gonna try to stay in a little bit of a Christmas spirit. I'm not gonna decorate this year. I don't want to. So this will probably be the first year I haven't decorated. I don't know if there's any other years I haven't decorated, but I'm probably not going to. All of my Christmas stuff is still like stacked up in my garage from when I moved, and it's probably full of spiders, and I just don't really feel like doing it. There's that. So I probably won't be decorating or anything, but I'm still gonna be doing Vlogmas. I'm gonna try my best to film every day. Can't promise that I'll upload every single day because I do work a job other than YouTube, so I don't have time to, you know, do both. And I'm gonna be sad for a second because it must be done, but my grandfather is currently in hospice, and the doctor the other day said he only had a couple weeks left to live. I'm feeling very sad, and I don't even know if like we're gonna make it till Christmas with him or if this is gonna be my last Christmas. Thanksgiving was really rough for me. I don't know, I'm just not feeling super cheery this year. I hope you guys understand. I'm trying my best, and I'm still trying to make content for you guys. I made some tea. I'm out of coffee and tea. This was my last batch of tea. I definitely need to buy some more. And then I also have my leftover Thanksgiving food here that I'm going to eat for lunch because it's 2 p.m. I did not sleep last night at all. I went to sleep at like 6 a.m., woke up at 8 a.m. because the dogs needed to go to the bathroom. And then I went back to sleep till 1 p.m. So I literally have only been awake for like an hour. One good thing about this video is I had already pre-filmed a huge Joann's haul for you guys a couple of days ago. And I was planning on uploading it before Vlogmas started, but time got away from me. And I figured this would be a good Vlogmas Day 1 episode showing all of the Joann's items I bought to make all of my Christmas presents for this year, because I will be making every single Christmas present I plan on gifting someone this year. I have an entire list of things that I need to be making in the next 30 days or 25 days. So I really need to get on it. It's December 1st. I have till probably like the 23rd to get all of this stuff done. And I have sort of finished almost one item, and that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that footage, and then I'm gonna come back to current time and finish out this vlog. Hi everyone, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, as you can see beside me, I have a ginormous haul today. A couple months ago, a sponsor that I worked with this year gave me a $200 Joann's gift card. $200 goes very far at Joann's because Joann's has like the craziest sales and deals. So I spent exactly $199 and I think like 45 cents. Like I spent down to the penny of the $200. And then I got a couple things from Amazon that are worth like maybe 20. So there's that. So there's $200 there. But then Joann's accidentally sent me everything twice. So I have about $400 and $430 worth of craft items in these packages right here that were all free for me. So this feels like Christmas, honestly, and now my fellow crafters watching this video right now probably understand exactly how I'm feeling, because craft supplies is not cheap, and I got all of this for free, and I'm like so happy. I love Joann's. It's my favorite place to get my yarn and everything, so I figured I would just do a ginormous haul by itself instead of doing a crochet vlog, because I just have so much to show you. I do have my heater on, so if you hear a little bit of background noise, I do apologize for that. Usually my camera's pretty good at blocking out those noises, but you can enjoy my pretty little like fireplace heater over here. I turned like these lights off because I think they flicker on camera. I'm not sure, it's hard to tell, so I did turn those off. But first item right here is a package of air dry clay. This is a little tiny package, but it is so heavy. It's 10 pounds of air dry clay. This is the new craft hobby that I would like to get started with. When I was younger, I was a full like Palmer clay artist. If you guys remember my old craft videos, like I spent my entire childhood making clay crafts. I loved doing it so much, but Palmer clay is very expensive buying each color. and also just the time it takes to bake it. I was living at my parents' house at the time, so I would have to use their oven, and they did not like that. So I decided to get air dry clay instead because I've been watching so many videos of people making air dry clay art, and it looks stunning and beautiful. So I got this one. Here's the brand. It feels a lot heavier than 10 pounds. It's Amico. I wanna say like this entire thing was like $11. It was the same price as the Crayola air dry clay, but there was 10 pounds instead of 5. So I felt like this was a pretty good deal. If you guys work with air dry clay, feel free to give me recommendations down below. I am a bit new to it. It's been a long time since I've done clay, but stay tuned for a future video where I make some clay crafts for the first time. And the items I got from Amazon here are actually items for my clay crafts. So I'm gonna go ahead and show those to you guys. I did spend my own money on these. The main thing that inspired me to buy air dry clay is because I really wanted those Sunny Angel hippers. I wanted cats more than the like babies, but there's only one Japanese bookstore about an hour and a half away from my house that sells them, and they are consistently sold out. And I can't drive that far every single time a new release comes out. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna use clay and make my own hippers to stick to my own devices. And then I saw online that some other people do that as well. So great minds think alike. So that is the main reason why I wanted to get started into air dry clay, because I wanted to make my own hippers. But I bought this entire package of air dry clay tools. I think this was like $8. So we have like the sponge and then all the tools to carve air dry clay. And I'm gonna try to put a link for everything down below, at least for Amazon. I can't promise for Joann's. Then I got the 3M double-sided tape. This is going to be used on the hippers to be able to stick to my devices. And 3M is what is used with pop sockets, I believe. So this is a double-sided pop socket tape. And then to be able to make my clay creations into little charms, I did buy these little eye pins. I don't remember exactly the name of them. I just call them eye pins because they're like little eyes. But I bought the little screw ones to be able to like kind of screw into the clay before it dries. And then I got this pack of needle nose pliers and cutters because the ones that I had, I lost during the move and I have no idea where they are. So I needed these to be able to make like jewelry and stuff. So that's like all the stuff that I got to start the air dry clay hobby, which I said will be in another video. So next right here, as you can see, I got a 5-pound box of polyfill. This will legitimately last me over a year. I do a lot of amigurumi, but not enough to where like I would go through this entire container very quickly unless I start doing new projects in the year. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stock up on like a bunch of things that I will need within the next year, and polyfill is definitely one of them. This entire box is just full of it. Now I'm gonna get into the 2 big boxes over here. Like I said, they sent me everything twice. I contacted them and they told me just to keep it because the box is way too heavy for me to try to return everything. So I literally got $400 worth of things for free. I'm so happy. And this is just a lot of random stuff. It's mainly supplies that I need for the Christmas presents that I'm gonna be making. My vlogmas episodes are going to be full of me making Christmas presents for people. I find homemade gifts to be just so much better. They legitimately put way too much paper in here. Like half the box is literally just paper. First, I bought some cotton fabric. These are 1-yard pre-cut fabrics. I initially ordered this like really stunning cotton strawberry fabric, but a lot of things from my original order did sell out and they had to refund me and I had to buy other things. So I ordered like a bunch of discounted and clearance Halloween stuff and all of it got canceled, which I was really sad about. So the only strawberry cotton fabric that was not sold out was this one, and I'm doing a project that involves strawberries for Christmas. So I needed this fabric. So these are just pre-cut 1 yards. These are $2. This is the value cotton. So I got 3 of them to last me a while because there's a lot of strawberry projects that I do want to do, and that'll last me a couple projects. Next, I have a 3-pack of just white t-shirts. And the reason, and these were 3 for $12, so that's why there's just 3 of them. And the reason I got that is because of this. I got a tie-dye kit because I had so much money that I didn't know what to spend it on, and I got all of the yarn that I needed, so I didn't need any more. So I got this for me and my boyfriend to have like a tie-dye date because I love tie-dyeing t-shirts. So I got this big kit. It was honestly really cheap. I think it was like $12 for this entire kit. There's over $100 worth of things in here. There's 75 pieces. It has so many colors, rubber bands, gloves, like all of that. And I don't even know how many t-shirts I can make with this, but way too many, honestly. And there's a whole nother box. So I have enough tie-dye to last me forever. I could probably tie-dye like everything I own. Okay, now we're getting to the yarn. Well, the items needed for yarn at least. So a lot of you guys have been begging me, literally begging me to buy these clover hooks because so many of you have told me that like these hooks will change my life. I will be crocheting so much faster. My hands won't be hurting. And I do have to say, since buying these clover hooks, they are right. I love them. They're so smooth. I've been crocheting for like 15 years now, and I've always just used like cheap aluminum needles, and I didn't really think that it was a big deal to have fancy ones. But now that I've used the clover ones, I get it, y'all, I get it. So I've been using the 2.75. I've already taken it out of the box and been using it for my doll project. And then I got these two sizes as well because these are my most common sizes. So I got a 2.7 or a 2.5, which I've been using consistently for my dolls. And then I got a 5mm and a 3.5mm. And those are my three most common sizes that I use the most, but eventually I will be buying the other sizes because you guys were right, these hooks are amazing. They're buttery smooth. I work so much faster with them. My hands don't hurt when I use them, and I really do like them. So I got those. They're like $8 each, which is crazy because you can get a whole pack of crochet hooks for $8 on Amazon, but they are genuinely worth it. And then this item right here is a needle felting tool. I do not needle felt. I would like to get into the hobby of needle felting eventually. I've tried it before and I was terrible at it, but I would like to try again. But I bought this not for needle felting. I actually bought this for crochet purposes. My friend who also crochets, she uses this to needle felt her ends when she finishes a project. And I was like, oh my God, she's literally a genius. So she'll weave in her ends when she's finished with her project, and then she'll take a sponge and she'll take this and she will needle felt where she ended the project, and it basically makes all of the fibers stick together, and her projects do not unravel ever. And like when she's needle felting the project, you can't even tell that it's been needle felted unless you do it, of course, way too much. But I have started doing this. I weave in my ends and then I needle felt the ends together, and my projects are so firm and they do not unravel and they last so much longer. So she's honestly a genius for this. And this was like pretty expensive. I want to say this was like $15 just for one, but it comes with like 15 needles inside of it and it'll last you a really long time. I definitely recommend using this if you're having trouble with your ends unraveling, because this has been perfect for me. I've like forgot about some of the things that I got. So first I got these Hildy and Joe charms. They say made with love on them. And I like getting these little charms to hang on my crochet projects just so people who buy them or people who see them know that they were handmade and that, they're not factory made, they're made with love. And it's just a nice little touch to add to your projects. And these are really small, so they don't really get in the way. And then I got this green wire. This is florist wire, 1.5 pounds of it. And I got this because I'm going to be crocheting some flowers as Christmas presents. And this is what people use to crochet flowers. I bought literally just colors that I needed or colors for projects that I'm doing for Christmas. So first of all, I'll show you the 1 pound yarns that I got. I almost specifically always buy Red Heart. This is my favorite brand. I know it's super cheap. It's acrylic. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but for doll making, this is the best yarn for me. I just love it a lot. I don't make clothes with this yarn, but for amigurumi, I really love it. And like purses and stuff. So I'm gonna be making a purse project for Christmas, and I got the jumbo yarn. This is in the color Baby Pink, my favorite color. Very beautiful, it's a very subtle pink. Then we have white, which I didn't really need, but I feel like you always need like black and white. And then red, cherry red. As you can see, it's gonna be like a very girly strawberry purse that I'm gonna be making. They were sold out of a lot of the 1 pound, so then I had to start buying just like the regular size. So I got a bunch of different shades of pink because I wasn't really sure what I was needing, and I don't really have too much pink yarn, surprisingly. This is in light raspberry. I'm absolutely obsessed with this color. Like, I don't think I'll be using it for my project, but I'm definitely gonna use it for something else. I got Pretty in Pink, which is like more of a neon pink, and then Petal Pink, which is just a little bit darker than Baby Pink. Like, it's very subtle, but it is a bit darker. So I've got a lot of Valentine's colors over here. Then I got a lot of purples, because I want to do a project where I make a Tamagotchi purse. So I got a lot of like the original like Tamagotchi colors, so like lime greens, blues, and purples, and yellows. So that's gonna be for that project. There is one package I'm still waiting on in the mail, but it's just one red heart color and like a baby blue. So I didn't really feel like I should wait for that. I got 2 of Orchid because this is my favorite purple color, and this is going to be used for the Tamagotchi purse. Then I got Pale Plum. This is a very light purple. And then I got Saffron, which is like a mustard yellow. It looks brighter on camera, but it's definitely more of a mustard color. Then I have Lemon. I got this color actually because I ran out of it for my star blanket that I've been just working on here and there, and I needed more of it. So this was for my star blanket. Then I barely have any blues, so I got some Periwinkle because this color is really pretty. And I'm also using this in my star blanket. Okay, the next yarns are actually cotton. Well, it's a cotton blend. It's mixed with cotton and wool. I don't ever really work with wool or cotton too much unless I'm making clothing, but there is a crochet pattern that I have had saved for so long that I really would love to make, and I finally got the yarn for it. So I got this Lucky brand. I've never heard of them before. This is what it looks like. So I got a couple of these. These are just little 224 yards worth. I got this green color. This is gonna be the main color. This is in olivine maybe. It's green. And since we have a whole nother box full of yarn, I have 4 of these, which I'll be able to definitely make a shirt with that. And then I just got black and white. So the shirt is gonna be made out of these 3 colors, which, I mean, as you could tell, I really love this color green. And then lastly here, I got one of these because I have been seeing these cakes all over TikTok. These are ginormous. It's 1,181 yards full of yarn. This is acrylic, and they were sold out of most of the colors. This one is in the color Cyclops. I want to make another star blanket, but I want to make it with this color because this will match my living room very beautifully. And it's a lot of yarn. It's really thin, I would say, so I don't think I could make a whole blanket out of it, but it's really, really pretty, and I wanted to try it out. This is Lion Brand. Lion Brand is the reason that I have this gift card, so I should have bought more Lion Brand yarn, honestly, but I just bought the stuff that I use the most. But I'm excited to use this. And that was the entire first box. Like I said, this second box is the exact same thing, and there are still some packages coming in the mail too that have not delivered yet that are just repeats of what I've already gotten. So like I said, everything was repeated. I have another box of a tie-dye kit. I have 3 more of these clover hooks, which, like, this is the most steal out of getting this package twice, is getting more clover hooks because these are so expensive. Every single yarn was doubled. I got more wire. Here is the 2.75 hook I was talking about earlier. The other one is in my bag. So yeah, I know most of this haul was mainly just yarn, and I hope it was still enjoyable anyways because I really enjoyed filming it. All right, now that we're back in current time, I am currently about to live stream on YouTube after I eat. I have been working on some air dry clay projects if you guys have been watching my live stream. I got air dry clay stuff, as you guys saw from the haul, and I was gonna film like a whole video like learning to air dry clay, but I just did not feel like doing it. So I figured I would just do live streams and show my progress because, you know, it's not good, but it's not bad either. All right, this is what we're working with. So about 3 days ago, I started my clay projects. They're okay for the first time. So I did this. This is gonna be a frog bowl. It's gonna be like a little trinket dish. It's gonna look like a frog. I went outside. I don't have any sandpaper, so I used these old nail buffers that I have, which actually worked very well. Sand it down, and it seemed to work pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of like powder and stuff, but there's that. It's not perfect, but you know, not too bad. And then I have this cat hipper that I was attempting to make. One of his paws fell off when I was sanding it down, so that means I did something wrong. And I was gonna just take the paw and glue it back on, but the paw fell in the grass outside because I was doing it outside, so he's gonna have one paw. And then I made this strawberry charm just cuz. And then I made this ghost charm, which is going to hang from my Kindle, hopefully. So those are the 4 things that I made as practice. And my hands are all chalky. I don't think that I should rinse them off with water, right? Like that's not what you're supposed to do. And then when that dries, I'm going to gloss it with the Deco Art Triple Thick Gloss Glaze. This is actually the glaze that I used to use on my Palmer clay projects back when I was a wee lad. I honestly prefer this stuff over Mod Podge. I do have Mod Podge too, but I think I like that more. Okay, I'm gonna try to put a little mouth on him. I'm probably gonna have to do it like angled up this way, so. I mean, I can always paint over it if it looks bad, but. Does that look okay? Ah. All right, it's a little bit later in the day and I finished my clay projects. I'll show you guys the final result probably in the next vlog because they got glossed and they have to sit for 24 to 48 hours to completely cure. So I'll show you those when they're finished. We're gonna be making some more of them this month. But now I'm going to work on one of my Christmas presents. So as you can see, I'm working on another doll. I started her a couple of weeks ago. I am making Wednesday Addams for my boyfriend's mom for Christmas, and this is what I have done so far. I am making her without a pattern. I'm completely just doing it myself. Since I've made about 4 dolls now, I kind of have the gist of like what I want my dolls to look like. So I did make her arms a little bit longer so they can fit the clothes a little bit better. They do look a little long, but I prefer that look. And then I made it where like the knees are more prominent because I like when the knees show. Yeah, I have the pattern where like the head can be interchangeable. I'm gonna make it like a permanent head, but for my doll patterns, I want the heads to be like interchangeable. So like if you like the outfit on this doll, but you want the head from another one of your dolls that you make, you can just take the heads off and put them back on and they stay really well. And you can turn them and everything. But I'm going to sew it together where it like stays like this. But I've been typing up a pattern as I have been making this. I've been taking pictures and it's gonna be a really detailed pattern. So by the end of the month, the pattern for this should be up for the doll. I'll put my Etsy shop down below. I think I'm gonna make it like probably $8 because it's taken me a couple of weeks to work on the pattern, but I feel like it's really good. I genuinely feel like it's a pretty good pattern. But I'm gonna be working on her for the rest of the night. I'm going to try to do her hair, and I feel like her hair is gonna be the hard part because I want to do the braid, and I think I'm gonna do like a bunch of short pieces for bangs and then more short pieces for the back and then make like long strands for the braid is what I think I'm gonna do. And I'm going to be making just a black flowy dress with some tulle in it. And then I gave her some purple socks, so we're gonna have like little purple accents in her. I'm also watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of the night until probably about 9, and then at like 9 p.m. I'll probably start editing this video to get it up for you guys. Oh my god, I look crazy. It's almost 10 p.m. I'm honestly so exhausted. This is literally all that I crocheted. I started crocheting the base of the hair, and then I started just not feeling great. So I went and took a bath, which made me feel better, but made me really tired. So I read on the couch a little bit, and then as I was reading, I fell asleep. I wasn't planning on falling asleep, but I did. I only fell asleep for like an hour, so, you know, whatever, but I don't work tomorrow. I'll crochet more tomorrow and stuff, but I need to edit this video, I hope it was decently exciting. Like I said, I'm gonna try my best this month, but please do not have high expectations from me. I'm trying my best. If you want early access to all of my Vlogmas episodes, or almost all of them, my Patreon and YouTube memberships will be in the description box down below. You get early access to all of my content this month and just behind the scenes photos and stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!